it. And I forgot to go live on Twitch and YouTube. God damn it. I forgot to go live on Twitch and YouTube. Here we are. Twitchers and YouTubers. All right. Don't forget to report to duty, whoever's still here. All right, your check will be in the mail at the end of the year. So if you are a dedicated Twitcher and tuber, by all means, report for duty. I appreciate you all so very much. All right, I got a few things to get off right quick. So let's go ahead and get those off. I saw something come through. I can't remember what they were on, but I did see them come through. Whew. I do need a moment to reset though. Yeah. All right. Before, literally right before the live, I was getting ready, and and Bubba was using the PC, and I had two monitors, but he did something, and he broke the other monitor. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all. He broke my darn one monitor. I'm like, fudge, bro. See, look, my monitor's broken. I'm gonna have to get a new monitor. Oh, I'm like, I don't want to spend any money. Okay, but yeah. So there's that. Stuff happens. I was just like, okay. He was really upset. But I was like, stuff happens. We'll do it. So let me go back here. Oh, fudge. I can't do the thing again. I can't move it. All right, guys, let's keep tapping the screen. Also, shout out to Kayla for the $2. Kayla says, so far into a cult, he deported his own parents. Thank you for your work. A word. Also, thank you to Lee for the 10. Lee said, I will always support you. Sending love and hugs. Keep being you. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much, Lee. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much. All right, this is a birthday countdown. All right, so we're at 138 for gold, guys. 138 to go. All right, pay links are in the bio. That's the best way to support the live. All right, I have a Venmo, PayPal, and also a Zelle. The Zelle is everything with Erica9@gmail.com. I appreciate everything that you guys do. Love. So drop some hearts in the chat for Lee and also for Kayla. Thank you guys so very much. And thank you for knocking out the heart fingers. Y'all are awesome. Finger hearts is what they're called. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah, do y'all think I reset enough? I reset. Y'all think I'm cool now? I can breathe? Y'all think I'm good to go? Y'all think I'm good? All right, let's see what we got in here. Hey, Frey, what's up, love?
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, love?
Am I connected?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, cool. I didn't see myself. Nah, I was just gonna say real quick. Like people need to understand that like the cartel, the United States government knows about them. They've been involved with them since the beginning that they started, and it's like so much history going back. I just would recommend the book Midnight in Mexico if anyone really wants to know about the cartels. But the fact that they live in the United States, many cartel members live in the United States, and the United States government knows this. So, like, it's not like they're crossing the border back and forth. It's like they have citizenship, they have visas, they have everything they need to be here, and they use American citizens. That's all they have to do.
Exactly.
They so like to pretend like they're this mystery bad guy when they're not a mystery bad guy. You know what I mean? Like it's so dumb. So y'all need to read books. Read books. Learn US history. Learn the reason why we have all these things going on. And then you'll understand it better. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, for like the one good thing that he did, which was amnesty, Reagan did a whole lot of bad. So we can just say, thanks, Reagan. Thanks, Reagan. All right. Thank you so much for coming up, Frey. I appreciate you, love.
No problem.
All right. Draw some hearts in the chat for Frey. Draw some hearts in the chat for Frey. All right. Armin? Is it Armin?
Armand.
Armand. Okay. Hi, Armand. How are you?
Good. How are you? Does my mic sound fine?
Your mic sounds perfectly fine.
Okay.
All right. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. I believe that you've been duped. Why do you think you haven't been duped?
Well, because how have I been duped? Do you have any evidence?
I think that you've been duped because grocery prices are still high. Gas is still over $3. Also, your rent isn't cheaper, neither is your mortgage, and your pay isn't higher. So, yeah, I think you've been duped. So, you believe the lie about tariffs. Go on.
So there's a president serves 4 years in office, right? And it's been 100 days, 100, not 100, but been more than 100.
Yeah, but Trump is the one who said on day one that he would lower prices. He said that.
Okay, well, all right, that's a fair point, actually. Well, why don't you think they're gonna get lower then?
Because he's doing this thing called tariffs, and with the tariffs are inflationary. They're going to raise the cost of goods, and so things are just going to be more expensive. Also, we don't have anyone fighting for the American public to stop price gouging, so corporations are going to be, doing what the hell they want to do willy nilly. All right, they're going to continue to raise prices simply because they can. So nigger, come on! Is that what you want to do? That's what you want to do? Come on. I've been called worse by better. Okay, anywho. Oh, sorry, gotta bring back my stickers. There we go. Fudge sickles. I gotta make this thing smaller. Yeah, I know Liam is in the request. If you want me to talk to Liam, drop a 1 in the chat. Oh, fudge. We're gonna have to do that thing where I have to have it big because I can't make it smaller. Fudge sickles. It's gonna be on my face all night long. And I can't move it. Fudge. Look, I don't get any ones in the chat. I said drop a 1 if you want me to talk to Liam. The only person that dropped a 1 was Slayer. That's crazy. That is wild. Remember, guys, if you are in love, you can go ahead and use your monthly drop. Or if you're not in love, you should become one and do that. Or you can send $20 to drop. It's up to you. I don't know. Whichever one suits your fancy. Okay, let me go ahead and reset the gift goal here. Guys, I normally like to go for 3 hours. I don't know if that's going to happen tonight. I am a little bit tired and I would like to go to sleep. I'm fully aware that I don't have a job, but at the same time, I still need to sleep. All right, so there's that. So we're going to do this here, just move it along. Okay, it's still 320 of us up in here. We're at 73,000 likes. You guys are doing great. Let's go ahead and keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's do all of the good things. Wait, you're not doing great on the likes. I asked you for 100,000 likes by 8 o'clock, and we're only at 74,000. Feelings hurt. All right. So, guys, let's go ahead and get this up to 125,000 likes. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Also, share the live. Let's take care of the cowboy hats, get those out of there. And we're $138 to our daily donation goal. It is my birthday month, all right, at the end of the month. So you guys, you have a while. But if you want to show love, best way to do so is via the pay links in the bios. I do really want to try to make the, Jasmine Crockett thing smaller, but I can't. It just doesn't work for me. Maybe it's because I got body butter on my hands. I don't know. But let's see who do we have in the request, and then we're going to go from there. I apologize in advance.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you apologizing
no,
that I'm up here?
Hold on, Slayer. I do use Canva. That's how I got the transparent sticker, but I can't make it smaller because it's a sticker. So typically I can make it smaller, but for some reason it doesn't want to work right now. Yeah, I'm apologizing to my audience that you're here. What you want, Liam?
I'm sure you're going to make a few bucks. They're going to kick me, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not here to be disrespectful by any means. I heard you. I was listening in on one of your lives.
New York City. New York City. Liam, did you come up here to talk politics, or did you come up here to try to talk personal life? Cap.
I mean, I'm a father, you're a mother, so I guess we could have a little bond there, but I guess not. Let's just yell at each other. That would be great.
We don't have to yell at each other. I just want to know what it is you want to talk about.
I just want to ask you. Let's see, Maga, you've been duped. I don't believe that to be accurate at all, to be honest with you. I think that I don't think. I know that Donald Trump campaigned on everything that he's doing. So he's making his word to be valid, correct?
Cap.
He said that he was going to do a mass deportation. He's in the progress of that. He said that he was going to seal the border. He did that. He obviously definitely spoke out of terms a little bit with how fast everything was going to happen, but that just had to do with him winning the election. So, I mean,
So you're okay with him lying to you?
I don't think it's really a lie. I think it's more of kind of like a fib, to be honest with you.
A fib is a lie, dear. All right. He is deporting less people than Biden was this time last year. In the month of, I believe it was March, he deported about, I want to say, 13,200, where Biden was closer to 14,000. So he's deporting less, and it was the same case in February. So he's actually doing less, and we were already on a downward trend by the time Biden left office. So
Okay,
what
so
is Trump doing?
What you're trying to say is you're for Barack Obama and Biden for mass deportations, but just disguised as what? So here they're doing more. So what are they getting? Less criminals out of the country? I'm not understanding your logic here.
No, what I'm saying is that with I don't even understand your question, to be perfectly
You
honest
just
with you,
did a
but
comparison.
I'm gonna try to rephrase it. What I'm saying is that Trump wants to be the deporter in chief, but he can't be because he doesn't understand the logistics of how to actually get people out of here. All right. He wants to do things, and this might be a pivot, but he wants to do things like pay people $1,000 to self deport. Did Obama have to pay people to self deport?
No, he just put them in cages and just did it. And
Obama didn't put people in cages.
he
What
was, yes.
Obama did, they didn't have, because Obama was deporting a mass amount of people, 2.3 million of those people were self-deportations, because they didn't have enough facilities to actually hold people. They did create the cages. We know that part, all right? But if it were people who were families, they were kept together. All right. It's completely different from what Donald Trump did in his first term, holding children in cages, taking babies, literal babies, and taking them away from their guardians and putting them in cages, taking 4 and 5-year-olds from their guardians or their parents and putting them in cages. Bro, we've seen the photos. We've seen the photos. We've seen the videos. We heard the stories. It's not a lie. We know that happened, Liam.
So you're straight up out of your mind right now.
Am I, Liam?
Yes, you are.
Really?
You're literally lying to the chat.
Why are you getting upset, Liam? Are you getting upset because it's the truth and you can't defend it?
You're telling me that he's doing way less deporting of people, and he's actively breaking the law over and over again. He's just so weak on removing these people, but in the process, he's just destroying families and lives. What are you even saying?
In his first term, he did. He's not using cages this time. We're talking about his first term because you mentioned cages, right? I think we were talking about the cages, and we were talking about what he did in his first term with those cages, with separating children from their guardians and or parents and then putting them into cages, Liam. That's what we were talking about. His current term, what he's doing is he's acting like the Constitution doesn't exist. Is what he's doing. The man literally said he doesn't know if he has to follow the Constitution.
Did Donald Trump say that he was going to solve the border crisis as soon as he got into office? Yes or no?
I don't know. You tell us. Did he?
He did.
He said a lot.
Did he do that?
Did he do what?
Did he solve the massive illegal immigration that was hitting the southern border? Yes or no?
No, there's no. First
of
all,
he did. So again, you're lying again. Can I prove you wrong?
He didn't solve. He hasn't solved anything, and you're going around the issue. You're literally going around the issue.
So every single news channel and website about the 90+% droppage at the border.
Didn't he forget a key group?
Wait a minute.
In those numbers,
How did that
I thought
happen?
he forgot a key group. I think he
You're
forgot a key
deflecting
group
from-
of people.
You're
I'm not
deflecting more.
deflecting.
Yeah,
The
you are.
stat is wrong. The stat is wrong, though, Liam. The stat is wrong.
It's wrong because you say it's wrong, or it's wrong because everyone says that it's correct.
What?
90+ % droppage at the border.
Liam, I just told you that he forgot a key group, a key demographic in those numbers. All right. And what you're going to let me do is you're going to let me fact check this. Okay.
No, you're gonna.
Thank you.
Okay,
No,
sure.
no. First of all, what you're not going to do, Liam, is you're not going to tell me what to do. So if you want to stay on this panel, you're going to be quiet while I fact check this. Thank you.
What are you fact checking now?
Take that shit elsewhere. I tell you that much. Fuck wrong
Can I
with you?
speak to you while you're working?
Nope, you sure can't. I don't like people talking to me while I'm working.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's my whole music. All right, let's see here. Because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. All right, let's see. Was it migrants? Let's see. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. Actually, I'm reading from PBS, by the way. That's why I can't wait to use Studio. All right. Yeah. So he posted on February 15th that encounters plummeted 95%. All right. Show the number next to okay. The post okay. Okay. Oh, okay. So here's one part. All right. The post claims also overemphasize the data from a short time period. History shows immigration trends ebb and flow no matter who is in office. We won't know the full effect of Trump's policies compared with Biden's until we are able to zoom out over a longer period of time. For now, it's unclear whether any drop in illegal immigration will last or for how long. That's the first part. I'm going to keep on reading here. So let's see here. Because this is in regards to like the claim that you're making. You said 90, but the White House had actually said 95%.
Yeah, I apologize. I was wrong.
It's okay. Okay. Oh, so here's what it was. So it wasn't that they left out a key demographic. It's that they used the total for Biden and then an average for Trump over 7 days. So they took the total for the last 7 days of the Biden administration and put that as the total. And then for Trump, they took it and used an average. So that's what they did. So let's see. Here's the breakdown. Okay.
And Erica, I don't disagree.
Here's the breakdown. I want to read the breakdown. All right. So border officials encountered migrants trying to cross the U.S. southern border 20,086 times during Biden's last 70 days. That's an average of 2,869 times a day. During Trump's first 7 days, border officials encountered migrants trying to cross the U.S. southern border 7,287 times, an average of 1,041 times a day. So that's a 60% drop, not a 95% drop. All right. And we can't deny that. Border crossings, they have dropped. This is as of February 15th when they posted this. All right. So border crossings did drop as of that time. All right. Trump is still, because it's easier to deport people as they're crossing the border, because once they're in the United States, they say, oh, you don't belong here. And then you just get them out. So there's that part. All right. And yeah, so it's easier to deport people there. But the people who are actually already here in the United States, all right, what about those people? Those people that he's supposedly rounding up and getting rid of. What about those people, Liam? Also, you have bars and you're teacupping. And I get to play whole music. Oh, you're back. Hey, Auntie. My auntie.
I'm sorry, I lost you there
Yeah,
for a
drop some
second.
hearts. Yeah, drop some hearts in the chat for my auntie. You have bars, Liam. So I would suggest you drop and come back because you're gonna have a delay. No matter what you do, you're gonna have a delay.
No, I'm good. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. No worries.
Okay.
I got Trump Wi-Fi. I got Starlink. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, I got Starlink. We're good to go. You know what that is? You know what Starlink is?
The number is wrong, Liam. All right. So, Liam, do you
That's
believe
not.
in the
Can I speak on
Constitution?
that? Yeah, I do. Can I speak on that though, real quick? The number that you're talking about. If you opened up your front door and just allowed way too many people to enter your home without saying that it was okay, and then you had your neighbor that locked his door and had a few break-ins, who would have more people enter their home uninvited? You would, right?
I don't know who would.
You would, because your front door was open. Because your front door was open.
That doesn't make
That's
sense.
you're doing a false claim here. It's not you that's doing this, okay? But what you're looking at is skewed numbers here. You're looking at
how are those numbers skewed? What Trump and them actually released was skewed. They released the average for Trump, which is a flat out lie, versus the total for Biden. That's lying. That's manipulating the facts. They lied. They lied.
No,
the Trump White House lied.
It's showing you an invasion at the border under the Biden administration.
That's a hell of a word.
You don't believe
people are allowed to seek better opportunities, and that means coming to the United States. By all means, that means coming to the United States
legally.
Right? What does legally mean, Liam? What does it mean by legally?
It means being vetted. So what are you going to do? You're going to tell the people that all came through?
What does it mean?
It means coming through the legal process, okay? Coming through a port of entry, claiming asylum, abiding by the rules after the rules are laid out, okay?
Yeah, that leads me to the favorite thing that what's that? What did Frey say? Hold on one moment. Exactly, Frey, exactly. Like, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to go over USC 1158. Frey makes a really good point. Why are we stuck on the same topic with no solution? All right. We know that you all support what Donald Trump is doing in regards to deportation. You don't care that he's not following due process. You don't give a damn. All right. You don't care that he's breaking up families. You don't care that he's deporting U.S. citizens. You don't care that he has children as young as 5 years old in court without a guardian. You don't care. You just don't care. All right. And I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Torta. All right. What's the solution? What is the solution to improve our immigration system so that people can have an actual pathway to citizenship?
It's going to have to be unity, bipartisan, bills, legislation on both sides, okay, that actually works for the American people, since we approve all of this, okay? And I know that you don't want to try to find middle ground with me. We can absolutely do that. I didn't come up here to fight with you, because you've sat and listened to my lives many times.
Liam, we're not arguing. I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm not trying to argue with you, Liam. No, not at all.
Good.
I'm asking you a question.
Good. Then let's figure out how we solve immigration.
Yeah, we can take a look at the Langford bill. We can look at that. James Langford. Yeah, sure. We can look at the Langford bill. All right. We can say that we're going to hire more immigration judges. We're going to shorten the asylum process. Also, the time that it takes for a person to file asylum. Because Kamala Harris, she wanted to take it from 12 months to 6 months. All right, maybe we can bring back the CBP One app for people. All right, that helps them track the process. So we can do that. We can do that, Liam. All
We
right.
can.
Now you give me some
reinstate, remain
ideas.
in
You give me some
Mexico.
you give me some ideas.
I think that we can look into over sponsoring, because that was
New York City.
a route that people were taking and breaking the law. I think that we can look at holding such
You
as
said-
Mexico
what
accountable
about
for
sponsoring?
over sponsoring. You can
Over
sponsor, you know that,
sponsoring?
right?
Yeah, but what do you mean by over
Yes,
sponsoring?
you know, as an American citizen, how many immigrants can we sponsor?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one with the issue with it. I don't
No,
care if a person wanted to sponsor 100 people. I don't care. If you can sponsor them, then by all means sponsor them.
cool.
That means that you're responsible for them. So if you're agreeing to be responsible for 100 people, then by all means, that's on you. You deal with the consequence of that. All right. So I don't care how many people a person sponsors. All right. I don't understand the relevancy of your question.
Oh wow! So you're a judge, and you
You
help put forth these laws. 100 people. Let's say you yourself wanted to sponsor someone in this country. You're going to sponsor 100 people.
Hey,
you're able to do that.
I'm putting my name on the line. I'm putting myself on the line. If I decide to sponsor anyone, I'm putting myself on the line. So what's the purpose? What's the point of your question? New York City.
So how are you as a mother? How are you going to look after 100 immigrants in this country that potentially you don't even know who they are? How does that work, Erica?
Here's the deal, Liam. You're trying to make this personal. You're trying to make this personal, Liam. That's your problem. But Liam, you're trying to make that. You said that you have a problem with over sponsoring. All right. When you sponsor someone, Liam, you are responsible for them. All right. You're responsible for that person. All right. I'm gonna look at exactly. So if I'm responsible for that person, wouldn't that be me putting my name, my livelihood on the line? So it doesn't matter how many people I choose to sponsor because I'm choosing to sponsor them. You're the one that says you have a problem with over sponsoring. I'm trying to figure out why. That was the question. Why?
I'll explain it why.
Jesus Christ.
Even though it sounds like you have a big heart. So why don't you go out and adopt 100 children so you can look after them? Explain to us why you explain. No, it is absolutely.
Yes, it is. Oh my God, we got a new sub. Shh. District 11, thank you so much for resubbing, babes. I appreciate you. You get the song. All right. Hey, if you want to become a love, go ahead and click that star next to the chat bar. All right. As a love, you do get the option to drop an op. So if you're not feeling the op, you can drop. Also, you get the privilege of co-hosting with me for 30 minutes a month on the panel. So if you want to talk to these magas, by all means, use your sub privileges and do so. Also, we're working on the Discord, the new server. All right. It's going to be up and running this upcoming Friday. So once that's there, you'll have the privilege and the amazing opportunity to join our fantastic Discord where all the fun happens, where we're going to be talking about love, community, sharing, caring, and giving. So become a love today. Click the star next to the chat bar. Awesome. Thank you so much, District 11. Y'all drop some hearts in the chat for District 11, y'all. All right, Liam. What? That's the reason why I say that's a false equivalency, Liam, is because if I adopt a child, Liam, I'm gonna have to ensure that that child eats every day, that they have clothing every day, that they have a roof over their head, also that their medical is taken care of. I don't have to do that if I'm just sponsoring a person here in the United States. Do you know what the requirements are?
As far as it sounds like you just sponsor them and vouch for them, and they come in and then they can just live on the streets, and you're good with that? Is that how that works?
I don't think I said that. I just want to know why you have a problem with over sponsoring. You haven't answered that question. You just kept going back trying to make this personal. Answer the question, Liam. Why do you have a problem, as you call it, with over sponsoring? I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like you just made it up. But why do you have a problem?
I don't think you're equipped to have this conversation respectfully,
I
Eric.
think you are.
I think that you have a
you
computer
are
in front of you.
scared. I think
I am
you are
not
scared.
scared.
Yeah, you are. Because you can, if you don't like something, Liam, you can tell us why you don't like it. Why don't you like it?
I'm not over speaking you, and I'm very calm, and I'm not laughing.
Start reading the comments. Just tell me
I
why.
haven't read the comments one time.
I didn't say you were over speaking. I said that you're scared. You don't want to answer the question. I'm just asking you the question.
You told me to shut my mouth.
What is over
listen to you type.
sponsoring?
You told me to shut my mouth.
Yeah, that was like 5
Right.
minutes ago when I was looking up something, and then I proved you
So
wrong.
I
That
have
is
to
not
sit in the
95% less than border crossings. That is actually only 60%,
So I have to sit
and
in
they
the corner?
misrepresented the facts. Like, come on, Liam, be so serious.
So I have to
Dude.
sit in the corner and wait for you
Liam,
because
are you? Is this? Do you need some milk? Do you need some?
I mean,
Do you need
sure.
some
If you
milk?
got some, sure. Why
All
not?
right. I think you might need some milk. All right. You need to calm down because you're scared. And I know you're scared. I know you want to run, but you don't want me to clip this. I get it, Liam. I get it. So, Liam, I'm going to ask you again.
I don't think we have. So
What is your issue with quote unquote over sponsoring? Shout out to Phoenix. Was that Phoenix? Thank you so much, Phoenix. I hope I got your name right for becoming a love. Drop some hearts in the chat for Phoenix. Tell us, Liam.
To answer your
Liam,
question,
tell us, Liam, tell us. That I wasn't using the voice changer. That was me. Tell us, Liam.
So to answer your question directly, under the Lankford bill, if you actually read it, it talks about over. Why are you just?
Because you're not answering my question. You said
I am answering your question.
You said we were talking about how to improve the immigration system. I listed off a few ideas.
So you're an
about how we
immigration
can
attorney.
improve
I'm
it.
telling
I'm
you
not
the
an
issue.
immigration attorney.
I'm telling you the issues with
ideas, and you said that you were going to list some, and you mentioned over sponsoring, and I use air quotes when I say
so
that.
I shut
I'm
up while
only
you just
asking
overspeak.
you, what is your issue? Why, Liam? What is your
My
issue? Because you
with
have to provide
is
financial.
breaking the
You have
law.
to show it's not
Breaking
breaking
the law.
You literally have to show that you have the financial means available to actually sponsor people. So, in fact, if I have 2 people that I'm sponsoring and I have the financial means to sponsor 5 more, then by all means, I can sponsor 5 more. What's the problem there, Liam? What's the problem?
This is like with you is like kindergarten politic debating is what it is.
This is like for you, these are insults that you're throwing here. I haven't insulted you.
I'm being for real, dude. You won't even let me speak.
I haven't insulted
You're bringing
you.
nothing to the table.
Okay,
Just
you know that way. This is my life.
I get it, and I respect it. I shut up.
This
and you
is
told
my
me
life.
to.
You're getting really upset.
I'm not
Why
upset.
are you so upset? Why are you resorting to middle school tactics here? Why don't you want to answer the question?
Just because you showed up at the Un-F America tour and literally walked and thought that you're this great debater.
Here we
dude.
go. I don't think I'm a great debater. I don't like debate. I just have talks. These are
you
talks.
got maybe another week or two
These
before.
are talks.
Dude, yeah.
These are talks. These aren't debates. What are you talking about? You have some big feelings right now, Liam.
Why are you doing this? Seriously, let's talk about that.
You have some big feelings right now, Liam. What are you doing?
I do have big feelings.
Yes, you have a lot of big feelings right now.
I love my country. I have great big feelings for it.
This is absolutely crazy. Like you're insulting me. You insulted my intelligence. I didn't insult you. I just asked you to be quiet while I was looking up something. That's all I did.
Telling someone to shut up?
Yeah, hush while I'm talking, like while I'm typing. You know I don't multitask. So that's what I was doing. And you did it. I thought we moved on for that. Did that really hurt your feelings? Are you really upset about it? Is that what it is?
I'm not, but you know one thing I never did. I asked you to come up.
You still ain't answered the question.
I asked you to come up on my panel.
I don't want to ever come up on your panel.
You mocked me and asked the
damn
chat
straight
if it was okay. Okay? Like they care, okay?
They do care. Some people don't like you. They know you on these TikTok streets and they don't like you.
Don't care.
I let you up anyways.
Congratulations. I love
and
that.
Now you're crashing out. And now you're
Congratulations. I'm popular on TikTok.
You're crashing out, Liam. I'm sorry to see this. You're crashing out. It's crazy.
You're the only one speaking. I'm not crashing out.
Yeah, it's actually you are. I'm trying to calm you down. Right.
Can you tell me
You
a
want me to calm
bedtime
down?
story then? Tell me a bedtime story.
Nah, you
Go
gotta pay for
ahead.
that. You
Come
gotta
on,
pay for that.
I'm listening.
You gotta pay for that. And it's crazy though because you still haven't answered the question. Like I'm sure the
Rock-a-bye,
chat wants to know.
baby,
Oh,
in
this
the
is fresh. You
treetop.
got your guitar, Liam?
When she debates,
You got
she
your
loses
guitar?
every time.
You got your guitar,
Can I
Liam?
continue? Yeah, I do. You want me to play for you?
Yeah, go ahead. Go get your guitar, Liam. Please go get your guitar.
You're mean. You are
go
mean.
get your
You're
guitar.
mean. You're mean.
I'm not mean. I'm not mean.
Are you
I'm
upset?
the sweetest person ever.
Are you upset that why do we have to argue? You are
We're not
you are a
arguing.
sweet person. I
am
tried to
not arguing with
congratulate you
you.
for being a mom when I first came up here. You told me to shut up. Are we going to have a conversation or a debate or what? That's what you said.
We're not friends,
Hey,
Liam.
Great. Then let's continue not being friends. That's perfect.
Liam, and the thing is, you still haven't answered the question. You still haven't told at least the chat why you have a problem with what you call over-sponsoring.
Because it's against the law. That's why.
How is it against the law? When you sponsor someone, you literally have to prove your financial stability. How is it against the law? You have to prove your financial stability, Liam. And you have to be an American citizen.
The law when people...
How is it against the law?
It's against the law when we break the rule of law, when we over-sponsor. That's what the Langford bill stated and called out. You didn't know that, did you?
Liam, how is it against the law? You keep saying it's against the law, but how is it against the law? I'm asking you how.
Over-sponsoring. There is a certain number that we are allowed. Let's say it's one. Let's say per person, per family, you're allowed to sponsor a certain number of people.
No, you said let's say. Is that the actual answer? Like, how many people can one person sponsor? Let's look it up, Liam. Okay, so let's see here. This is per the I-864 affidavit of support. This is per travel.gov. All right. It says a U.S. citizen or permanent resident can sponsor a number of immigrants, but it's limited to specific categories of relatives. There are no limits on how many immediate relatives, which is spouses, parents, unmarried children under 21, of a U.S. citizen can be sponsored. However, a person can only be sponsored by one individual as a primary sponsor, though joint sponsorships are possible. So, Liam.
So nobody.
What is over sponsoring?
No one said anything about family members.
No.
Listen, wait a minute.
The question was, how many immigrants can one person sponsor? Typically, when you sponsor someone, they are a family member. They are. Come on, Liam, let's do it.
It says one.
It doesn't say one.
Is there any way that I can speak or no?
Let me think about it.
So let's say
the goalpost is on a fucking rocket. Go ahead, Liam. Go ahead.
Let's say that I am a United States citizen, which I am. Let's say that I have a friend of mine that needs to have a brother sponsored, okay? Because of some unaliving issue that this person is having. Let's say that I go, I trust this person, I want to sponsor. I can't even think with you typing right now. This is crazy.
Oh, I'm talking to a friend. Loud. I'm sorry. I'm talking to a friend.
It's so loud.
Go ahead. Would you, if you ask nicely, I might not be as loud.
You're lying. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you it's loud.
Oh, then continue to talk. Then I'm gonna continue to type. Go ahead.
This is so cringe. This is so
cringe.
What do you want me to do? This is so
cringe. What you want me to do?
This
you
is
just
cringe,
keep using
man.
words. You don't make any sense. You keep moving the goalpost. The goalpost is darn going on a SpaceX rocket right now. Like, what are you doing, Liam? All right. You said that a person can over-sponsor. That's what you said.
That's exactly what I said.
You don't like over-sponsoring. All right. So what I said is, what is the limit? Then you tried to present a hypothetical. All right. There's
I'm
no
not
point in a
giving you.
hypo. There's no.
I'm-
There is. You are giving
I'm
a
not
hypothetical.
giving you
You
a
said
hypothetical.
so. Say like one person. So now I'm looking to see how many people can one person sponsor. And guess what the answer is, Liam? There's no limit. However, it is specified to family members. So if this person got 20 siblings, then they can sponsor 20 people as long as they can prove that they can financially handle sponsoring 20 people. Liam, there's no limit.
Wrong.
No, it's not. Prove it. Prove it. You're saying that I'm wrong. By all means, prove it. Tell us where it says there's a limit.
I'm going to show you. Can I sponsor someone that I am not family with?
Yeah, like if you, I believe that, no, I don't know if you can or not. I'll check into it. Can I sponsor a non-relative? No. 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 You can sponsor someone for employment-based sponsorship.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You can do employment. So that'd be like a corporation doing an H-1B visa. So that'll be that. But you keep moving it around,
You're
Liam.
walking.
I want you to go. No, Liam, go back. No, Liam.
I'm making
Go
sure
back.
that
You
no,
haven't
I
gotten
love
anything,
this.
Liam.
I love this. You better
Liam,
get rid of me because this is about to get juicy.
You can't sponsor someone who is a non-employee and a non-relative. That's
So
simple as pie. That's simple. That's
so
simple.
What you're right.
What
you're
we're
right. Okay, I'm
talking
give
about
you everything.
We're talking about the fact that you said that there's a limit.
So you're saying,
and there's not a limit.
You're saying that all Mexican people are related, is what you're saying, right?
I didn't say that. When did I say that?
Yes,
hey, chat, did I say that?
You said there's no limit to sponsoring family members, is what you said. So all Mexicans are related.
I don't remember saying that.
That's what you just
said. When did I say that?
Yes, you did. There's no limit, so everyone's
why are you being racist?
Dude. Back it up.
Being racist.
Then take it back.
And when did you get to Mexican people?
You said there's no limit.
I thought all different types of nationalities were
no limit must mean they're all related
here in the United States.
So wait, are all black people related as well?
You are. Ooh, there's the racism.
Are all Caucasian people related as well?
There it goes.
Oh, this is being
about.
Chat, this is being racist.
Absolutely no sense.
Because she said, as long as you're a family member, you said as long as you're a family member, there's no limit.
That's literally what our immigration law says, though.
Beautiful.
It says there's no limit, and so what that means, they have to prove that they're related. Do you not know the process?
Can you tell me the? Can you tell me the?
Do you know the?
Can you tell me the biggest? Can you tell even the biggest?
Even the process,
even the largest family, Hispanic family tree. Tell me how big it is. Is there a limit?
I have no idea. I don't know. Do you know the answer to that question? That's an odd question for you to ask.
Is it 1 billion people? Maybe.
That's an odd question for you to ask, man.
Is it 10 people? Is it 6 people? Is it?
What are you doing?
So there is a limit, isn't there?
Yeah, you're being weird. You're being really gross right now. I don't understand what you're doing right now.
I'm showing you. I'm showing you your hypocrisy.
Your argument failed, and so now you're just trying to basically
really. Why don't you do
the bad guy? That was really bad of you, Liam. I didn't think better of you, but that was really bad of you. Like, why would you do that?
Why don't you put this? Why don't you type this in? Why don't you type this in?
Why don't you figure out what your argument is, rework it, and try again?
Oh my gosh,
because there is no limit on how many people an American citizen or a permanent resident can actually sponsor. There's no limit. As long as those people are family members. And of course, they're going to have to prove that they're family members. They have to prove that. So, Liam.
So is this person?
What are you doing?
Is this person that's sponsoring? Is this person Caucasian? Are they black? What are they?
I don't know what they are. Why does it matter?
So there's an abundance. There's an abundance. There's an abundance of black family members living on the southern border that need to be sponsored in or something. Where are you going with this?
Liam, are you? I don't normally say this.
This is the crash out of the century.
Chat, y'all can tell me if this is okay to say. But are you sundowning, Liam? Is everything okay?
What does that
Do you
mean?
need
What does that
something?
mean? What does that mean?
You're not thinking right now. You're not thinking. You're just saying words right now, hoping that something sticks. That's what you're doing.
Oh man,
You're crashing
you
out, and
found
it's
me
really
out. You
bad.
found me out.
It's really, really bad,
It's-
dude. This is crazy.
Don't forget that I tried to come up here
This
peacefully.
is crazy.
You walked yourself into a corner. is
No
what
one
happened.
needs you to come up here peacefully, Liam.
Exactly.
Liam,
There
you
you
think
go.
that somebody wants to be your friend? Don't nobody want to be your friend,
No,
Liam.
dude, you want to get coins is what you're showing.
Nobody wants to.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten any coins with you being up here, Liam. I haven't gotten any donations with you being up here, Liam. Nothing has happened. We've just been going back and forth, talking, having a conversation here, Liam. You're the one that's like literally, as they say,
does an
argumentative. Oh my God, I got a dog. Thank you so much.
Does an argumentative spirit?
I love dogs.
Does an argumentative spirit bring viewers?
I don't know. You would have to ask someone with an argumentative spirit, Liam.
So you're not arguing with me?
No, I'm not arguing with you. I'm attempting to have a talk with you.
Are you delusional?
Oh my God, I got a hug. Thank you so much, Glory.
Are you delusional right now? This is
I'm not delusional. I might be delusional.
You haven't been arguing with me?
I haven't been arguing with you. I've been talking. You're the only one that has gotten heated and raised your voice and did all the bad things. I'm like, what are you doing, Liam? What's happening right now? And why?
Sundowning.
I asked you, were you? You can tell me if you are or not. I didn't say that you are. I asked you if you were. I was asking a question.
You're just a sensitive, delicate little flower that's bringing all of the factual information, huh? It just wants a sweet little conversation.
I am a delicate flower.
By the YT supremacist that came up here, huh?
Yeah, I'm definitely the delicate flower. Treat me as such. Thank you. Okay, Liam. All right. Anything else? Because you still haven't told us why over sponsoring is a bad thing.
I think you told everyone. I didn't need to.
I don't.
You said that all Mexican people are related. We get it now.
Yeah, you know
there is no issue.
Recorded, right?
No, the Lankford himself said that there was an issue with over sponsoring, but I guess I'm going to take your word for it because you're right.
You know that this live is recorded, right?
Did you know that the live is recorded? Failing to understand the point.
You do know that the live is recorded though, right? Like
failing to understand the point.
Bean footage. We're also live right now on YouTube. And guys, if you aren't following me on YouTube, Everything with Erica, and also on Twitch, Everything with Erica, I think you should go do that now. I think we should do that now. Like, I feel like we have over 400 people watching. I'm gonna say at least 200 of you maybe are new viewers because I don't see a lot of you with your heart knees. Follow me, and so I can get over 1,000 followers on the YouTubies. I think that'd be awesome. That would be such a fantastic birthday gift, guys. Such a fantastic birthday gift. Over 1,000 followers on YouTube. My gosh, I think I cried. Damn these lights.
Well, happy birthday, regardless.
Shut up, Liam. All right, anywho, Liam.
Wow, such a sweetheart. I
am a sweetheart. I told you I'm a delicate flower.
I bet you talk to all your friends that way, huh?
No, I talk to my friends much nicer because we're not friends, Liam.
If they give you money, then you're nice to them, or what? No, if I send you a gift, if I start sending you gifts, will you be nice to me?
Oh, if you do send me a gift, send me something big. Send something like a Neptune or a TikTok universe. Send something big, Liam. Let's see. What you gonna do?
I'm not gonna say what I want to say because I'm a polite. Because I'm a polite man.
Liam. Okay, sure. Go ahead, Liam. Do it. Do it, Liam. Do it.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Okay, Sheila. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here.
Close your eyes and wish. Wish for the biggest gift.
All right, let's see here. All right, shout out. What did Phil say? Shout out to Phil for the $1. Phil said 128 million families. If all asylum seekers were singularly applied, only 10% would have to sponsor them all. Bruh. Ooh, New York City. Bruh. That's actually a good point. So I just want to know what the problem is with over sponsoring. Because you still haven't told us. You said it. You got mad when questioned. And
The
then
law has been broken.
the chat has spoken. You leave
The
and look at
law
the
has
best
been
gift.
broken with over.
Nothing's been broken. There's absolutely nothing that's been broken. There's nothing that's been broken, Liam. Liam, you.
Why don't you prove that? Why don't
you?
I can't do it. You've lied so much on this live. It's insane.
Look at this.
And your friends allow you to do it.
I said is verifiable, Liam. Everything. Nothing you said thus far can be verified because it's all feelings, and we get it. You're an emotional man. I understand. I get it. You're emotional. I just really think that maybe you should talk to someone about that. I know you're married, so talk to your wife about it. I know she may care about your feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. So there's that part. All right. Or also, you can definitely go talk to a psychiatrist or a psychologist. They get paid to listen. So you can do that. All right. But over here, I don't get paid to listen to your feelings, Liam.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you do.
You made a statement.
That's why you do. Erica, that's why you do TikTok. It's for money, okay?
You can't back it up.
That's why you ask for gifts.
Oh my God. Liam, are you going to put me on the background? Are you going to put me on the background? Are you going to put me on the background?
Oh gosh, in your dreams.
Are you going to put me on the background? Am I going to be with the likes of like Dean, Santana, and Parker? Am I going to be on the background? Come on. Tell me, Liam. Am I going to be on the background? If so, can I please give you the picture? Please.
Is this what begging looks like?
Yes, please. Can I please give you the picture? I want to make sure that it's a really good picture.
Can you DM me? Can you DM me the picture?
Yeah, but DM me. Yes, I will. And you're gonna use it as a background, right?
Yeah. Well, can I put a caption?
Okay.
Can I put a caption that says? Can I put a caption that says this is what microaggressions looks like?
I don't think you know what microaggressions are, Liam.
I know what they are. That's the new word that you guys use when you turn on each other. It's called microaggressions, right? Oh no! Did I just say that? Darn it! I didn't
hear what you said. I'm actually
microaggressions.
I didn't hear what you said.
Here's Erica.
Do you want to do a push-up
part of
contest?
The microaggression crew.
Do you want to do a push-up contest, Liam? Do you? Or do I have to go get Good Trouble or Isaiah or someone? Like, what do you want?
Yeah, why don't you go find one of the best athletes on all of TikTok to come after me? That'll make my ego even bigger. Why don't you do that?
Do you say one of the best athletes?
Oh, so your savior, Good Trouble, he wasn't a great athlete? Are you saying he was a terrible athlete?
I don't know that man. What you talking about?
Oh no, you don't know anything.
I just know that you like to challenge people to push-up contests because you're a weirdo.
You just knocked him. He wasn't a great athlete.
Liam, these are recorded. Stop saying stuff that didn't happen.
I mean, that's what you said. I mean,
Liam,
if we're getting on people that need to exercise, maybe you should DM Santana and maybe tell him to try a salad while you're at it. Maybe that could probably be a good thing. Out of love, I could say, you know what? Maybe we should try that since he likes to put down on me so much, and my looks and everything. So, chit for chat up here, right?
Liam, let me tell you this. I'm going to tell you this one time. So
why don't you be sweet? Maybe a little more sweetness. Let's go.
Hey, mods, do the thing. All right? Just keep doing the thing. All right?
Just mute. Watch this. No, goodbye. Thank you. You're not going to mute.
You better run, because I'm about to cuss your ass out. Don't you ever in your life mention my brother. You have no reason to mention him whatsoever. Matter of fact, he live right now. If you want to take your little punk ass over there and say it to his face, by all means you can. All right? But don't be mad because he's doing better at life than you are. Okay, Liam? Don't be mad because he's happy and you're miserable. Oh, miserable self. This is what you do all day. You follow around darn going young 20-something-year-old boys on an app. You post their face on your background, you little fucking weirdo. Like, you're a 40-something-year-old man. Get it together, Liam. Get it together. And I can't wait to post this epic crash out of yours because you are so very weird. Guys, keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's keep doing all the good things. Let's knock out the cowboy hats. We have 6 of them left to go. All right. With that being said, don't nobody ever come up on this panel and mention my brother. You ain't got no reason to do so. You have no reason to do so whatsoever. Y'all are absolutely weirdos. Like, Liam really takes this stuff to heart. He really takes this. This affects his daily life. It affects his daily life that people don't like him. That's what it does. Because people don't like him. People don't support him. So this definitely impacts his daily life. It's sad. It's really sad. And I really am parsing my words right now. New York City. Major issues. Like, ew. Just absolutely ew. Okay, guys. Let's see here. Thank you for the cake. Hey, Slayer.
What's up?
White man.
Oh, nah, don't do that race baiting stuff. He was nice.
Slayer, I don't understand you. Like, I really think I want to talk to you like off the app, like a conversation off the app, because I just want to understand it.
Okay, you want me to DM you my Discord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like your Discord name, and I'll talk to you via Discord. But you already know that I'm not going to argue with you, right?
Yeah, no, I just drank some dark cherry juice. I'm actually like, and I was sitting in the queue, so I was like, yeah, I'm about to fall asleep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I will say I was watching Trump's first 100 days. Trump is a troll, man. He said he's going to extend the TikTok ban again. I'm just like, okay. At this point, this app isn't going nowhere.
Oh no, we already know that the app isn't going anywhere. With TikTok, he won't let it go anywhere. It brings him too much attention. This feeds his ego, and also he literally it does. You have to admit that. But another thing with it also, it gives him basically like something to say he won. Something to say that he won.
So what do you mean? Like his usual, I won the vote by millions of votes.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I kept TikTok. It was me. I kept TikTok. Even though I caused the problem, I kept TikTok.
What do you mean he caused the problem?
Dude, he got upset at some teenagers for basically coming for him on TikTok. So he was like, you know what? TikTok's got to go. It's an agent of Chinese spying. All right. And then there's a bill that they write up, and then the bill gets passed. Biden signs it. And now Trump is like, look at me. I'm going to save the day.
Wait, I think you've got
orange cape.
I think you've got a revised history, because what ended up happening is you had various groups like Meta, Alphabet, and there was one other one that was lobbying to get the app banned because they couldn't compete with the algorithm on this app. So they cited that. Yeah, but that was the major factor in it.
Okay, if you say so. Anywho, Donald Trump, I think I reached a point where I'm kind of too tired to actually argue anything. But no, Trump creates problems, and then he basically lies to everyone and tells them that, hey, I'm going to solve it. And it's full on narcissism. That's what it is. Like, think about what he's doing with the tariffs. He basically announced all those reciprocal tariffs. So all of those tariffs he announced on April 2nd, I believe, Liberation Day. And then he says, I'm going to place a pause on those tariffs. And while we waited for him to, come to that conclusion, we saw the market dropping. We saw it dropping. We saw people losing money in their 401ks. All right. The only people that may have benefited from it were, of course, like day traders. All right. But we saw people in a panic because of what was happening with the market. And then he comes and said, oh, well, let me save the day by putting a 90-day hold on these tariffs. Like, what's going to happen in June when he actually puts them to effect? I don't know. He causes shit and then he pretends to.
Well, the NASDAQ has repaired. The Dow was slowly inching back up, and I know that's the major factor between the two. But as it pertains to like the tariffs, I believe it's multifaceted. Yes, I believe that, what he's campaigning on is that it's going to bring back manufacturing, which eventually it will, but I'm not going to like lose sleep over that. My whole thing is that, and I told this to Isaiah and he almost had a stroke, but I believe that the tariffs are better because it helps drive down consumer spending, which we need to do in order to bring back prices. We need to bring prices back to equilibrium, like what they were pre-C19. People keep meeting the prices. We see consumers going into the highest amount of credit card debt that they've ever been in. And if we can't get people to stop spending and meeting the producers at the prices that are in the marketplace, then the prices won't come back down to what they were C19.
But people will still need to actually buy things. So how would that actually help? It'll just make things that people actually need to buy more affordable. And you know what happens when people start going without stuff? And if they can't afford it, you know, they might have to rob them a person, you know? So
no,
I'm just saying people do resort to they resort to basically any means necessary. Like for example, all right, so if the price of formula is too high, people can't afford the cost of formula, right? You think people are just gonna let their baby starve?
Well, no, what you're arguing is food. Like food, when you look at like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you're always going to put survival before extra things, right? So you don't need to be doing 20 different Shein hauls. You don't need to be upgrading and buying a new car. Like what we need to do is get prices back down. We need to stop spending in excess and spend with what we need, not with what we want.
But what if they need a new car though?
You do realize we import a lot of food, right?
Yes, I do realize we import a lot of food, but the highest amount of tariffs is on China. And most of the stuff we get from China is what? Like
necessary items like clothing.
That's not
necessary. He wants us to buy lesser. He wants us to buy.
We can get stuff from Bangladesh. We can get stuff from Morocco, like places like that for clothing. Those are two other.
It's going to be far more expensive than what we used to get from China.
Morocco
By the way, hey, Erica,
and Bangladesh
are you
more
doing?
expensive.
Hey, Rhea, I'm sleepy. I'm about to actually call it in a little bit at the Slayer because I'm tired tonight.
The Hanes factory is located in Bangladesh, and Hanes isn't expensive.
So now, since we're on the topic of tariffs, I got a question. Why is it that Trump didn't tariff Russia out of all the countries he tariffed?
I mean, you just pivoted away from what I asked you. You told me that it was going to be more expensive, and I brought up Bangladesh.
Well, I came up just to ask this question. So.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. What would you like me to answer your question with?
I'm asking you why, out of all the countries we decided to tariff, Russia was one of the only countries we didn't tariff.
I don't know. Don't we already have sanctions imposed on that country? Like,
you can still trade with the country you have sanctions on. For example, we have sanctions on Beijing for human rights, but we still trade with them.
Sure, but it's so heavily sanctioned in Russia that it's like not even worth our time to put tariffs on it.
No, we trade with them in terms of minerals, oils, and a lot of other items. We trade with Russia still.
Yeah, well, he was negotiating the Ukraine deal during that time. So if you would like us to put tariffs on Russia and then somehow make a peace treaty deal, like that wasn't really going to go over well, was it?
And what has he done now that tariffs are not there? Nothing. So please, that's a weak ass.
Right. So now we can go back to the drawing board since Russia didn't want to cooperate with the U.S. We can go back to the drawing board, implement tariffs on Russia.
Why aren't we doing that?
Right. I'm not against that. I don't know. I don't work in the White House. Do you?
No, but I think I can.
Okay, so then call the White House
because
and put tariffs on Russia.
It's obvious why he's not doing that because he's best friends with Putin.
Oh wow! Like I haven't heard that a million times a day. Okay,
well I'm gonna remind you a million times.
Okay, well here's 1,000,001. I don't care. Like, what is this argument, Rhea?
What do you mean? What is this argument?
Argument is nonsensical. I don't really
care.
Why
is this nonsensical? I think it's a pretty concerning thing that our president is best friends with an authoritarian president.
Okay, so if that was the case, then how come he signed a mineral deal with Ukraine that favors Ukraine and not Russia?
Because he's realizing that a lot of citizens are getting upset over this, and he wants to reap the benefits. You do realize that deal benefits
the benefits, or they need to pay us back.
It benefits America more than it benefits Ukraine. He's doing this out of greed.
Right, because they need to pay us back for the equipment that we sent over there and the money that we also
equipment we gave to them without having something tied to it. Yeah, we gave them it because we have a responsibility of the United States because we are a global power.
Okay, so now you're for imperialism.
Who said I'm for imperialism.
You
I'm
just
sorry,
said
what?
you just stated that
I
we're a
said
global power
that
and it's
because we
our
are a
duty to
global
do so.
superpower, it is our
Okay.
Right. So
responsibility
you're
to
okay
aid
with
guys.
imperialism being
Hey,
there.
hey, y'all. All right. Rhea, thank you so much for stepping in. I do want y'all to do one at a time. All right.
Sorry.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go back to Rhea. Rhea will state her claim, and then Slayer, you'll be able to respond. I just want y'all to do one at a time.
That works.
Thank you. Go ahead, Rhea.
All right. Well, my overarching claim is we have such a global superpower, and we trade with so many countries, and we have so much influence that I think it could be. It's not like I think we need to help countries that we can, and by helping, that doesn't mean imperialism. That means helping them with money or with food or whatever we can, like what we were doing with Ukraine. That doesn't mean imperialism.
Okay. So can I respond? I didn't want to interrupt.
Yeah, go ahead.
I appreciate that. So yeah, are you kind of alluding? I have a follow-up question to that. Are you then stating that you're in favor of something like a soft power?
I'm in favor of us helping countries without any like second tied ends to it. So like not for something back.
Okay, why? Why is that?
I just explained we are a global superpower and our country was built off the backs of other countries, and I think it's our job to give back to the world.
Okay, so so now you're framing it as we did something bad or what you deem to be subjectively bad to the rest of the world. And now it is our duty to give back and fix countries that we didn't necessarily corrupt and help them.
Actually, we did help corrupt.
Okay, how do we help corrupt Ukraine?
Do you know how many countries we've harmed because of our trying to get involved in military coups and trying to get involved in foreign policy with countries like Vietnam, Korea? How many times have we led to failed
Right, but
coups?
how do we help corrupt Ukraine?
I'm not saying we helped corrupt Ukraine, but I
So
am
why is
saying
that our
that
obligation to help them?
because of the Budapest memorandum.
Okay, so that Budapest memorandum, where what was it, clause 7, that stated if they were in agitation, that the U.S. needed to go before the UN and ask for special advisory on how to go about finding a solution.
I'm talking about the fact that we would help them if Russia ever invaded them. Russia invaded them, we didn't help them.
Right, but we also needed to go before the UN to make sure that we had approval to do so.
And
But we didn't do that.
Wait, when do we do that?
No, I said we didn't do that.
Right, which violated the Budapest memorandum.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, but that doesn't give us a right to completely back out and not give them any aid.
Can I raise my
Yeah,
hand for
go
a
ahead.
moment? I'm not gonna kid y'all. I have checked out. I'm not gonna kid. Slayer, you know when I'm tired,
fine.
I like to check out. So I'm tired. I'm so tired. Okay, go ahead. Y'all continue. This is good. I like to see the young people, having these conversations. Go ahead. I'm just sitting back like an old lady.
I didn't know if you were like getting ready to end the live because I mean, like, if you could go to sleep,
Erica,
you gotta.
By the way, I love your Jasmine Pocket sticker.
Oh, thank you. I'm just saying, hosting is a lot. Slayer, don't do that. Hosting is a lot.
No, I got you.
So Erica, I forgot to tell you before I forget. Sorry, Rhea.
What's up?
What you can do is don't use the sticker feature. So under where it says host or like the 3 dots, click that, put in enhance, and then use the back. You do green screen. You can use the green screen but you have to shrink it on Canva before you put it on a green screen.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. I don't know why the sticker gets stuck. Awesome, SJ. Oh, that's so awesome. Please, I hope you do get to meet her. Then you have to tell us all about it. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. Also, my kid broke my monitor. He broke one of my monitors before the live started. So I'm like, I'm just thinking like, you gotta spend more money. So I'm like, fudge sickles.
Hey, at least you can do a write-off.
It can be a write-off, but I only got $13 towards gold tonight. So, I'm doing great. I think I can make up the cost of a monitor in about 3 weeks.
Hey, y'all help this lady out. I've been seeing the way y'all give Parker and Dean and all them. Like, y'all can't help her out. Come on. Don't
Look,
be like that, y'all.
There's that. There's that. Oh, thanks, Slayer. Thank you for that slight mod announcement. All right, but yeah, guys, I don't do Cash App. I only have Venmo, PayPal, and a Zelle. And the Zelle is everything with Erica9@gmail.com. All right, so do y'all want to continue your conversation about the Budapest Memorandum? I think I'll call it in
we
like 14
can.
minutes.
I think it's gonna be circular because like Ria's arguing from the position that because, and I'm not denying what you're stating, Ria. Yes, we have definitely destabilized regions. I can admit to that. However, when it comes to something like the Budapest Memorandum, where we didn't necessarily want to destabilize Ukraine, and number two, it specifically said we had to go before the United Nations. If I'm following and going along with the Budapest Memorandum, I would want to see us go before the UN, have them advise us on what we should do, and then carry forward from there. That's all I have to say.
I'm asking my bro, can I use his Cash App? He's gonna say no, but I asked him. Oh, thank you so much, Shannon, for the doggy. I love doggies.
Why are people hating in the comments? Jeez.
Oh, stay out of the comments. Stay out of the comments. Oh my gosh, not the manifestation code. Thank you so much, Addie. I appreciate that. Thank you. I got the balloons. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Drop some hearts in the chat. Shannon for the doggo and Addie for the balloons. Thank you so much. All right. Did you want to respond, Ria?
I will say, Slayer, I didn't know about the fact that like that whole clause of the UN. I'll definitely look into this. I mean, look, I never claim to know anything. I'm simply arguing based off of what I know. I'm literally only 18. So, I mean, my goal of these debates is to educate people and educate myself. So I will research about that and see more about what you were talking about.
Of course, and I appreciate that. If it helps, I carry the same sentiment for Ukraine that I do for Israel. I don't think that we should be funding two sides of a war, or what Israel quote unquote deems to be a war that we can like sweep all the way back to Operation Clean Break and all the false information that they've given to us leading up to September 11, Ahmed Chalabi and his Iraqi intelligence that he gave to us. And just this position where we have this unwavering, unquestioning support for this nation that has never really been on the side of the U.S. So, you know, I'm very much pro. If we didn't fix it, or sorry, we didn't create it, like we shouldn't fix it. And I think it's also weird that we're giving aid to Palestine while also giving rockets to Israel. Like that doesn't really make sense to me. So I have a very anti-war stance with a lot of it.
I got one for
that
you.
I can agree with.
Okay, so shout out to Anna for the 3. Anna said, keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate you. Oh my gosh, thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Also, shout out to Phil. Phil sent $1, and Phil said the Budapest Memorandum only needed the parties involved, not the UN. It was the US, Northern Ireland, Russian Federation, and Great Britain. What's you gonna say to that, Slayer?
Give me 1 second.
Okay. Also, show Rhea some love. I don't like that Slayer has more than her. Rhea doesn't have anything. I don't like
so
that.
Mean.
It's not mean, Slayer. It's just that this is a platform, you know, by a woman, you know, and I want to support a woman. So by all means, show Rhea some love. All right, because she knows that I'm tired. That's why she's having this conversation with Slayer. And I think it's actually a good conversation. And the reason why I do enjoy this is because both of them are like under the age of like 25. All right, Rhea is like 18, and I think Slayer, you're 22.
1 year. 26.
Oh, you're 26? Since when? I thought you was like 22.
Nah.
When did you get grown?
No, 26.
Oh, okay. But 2 young people having a conversation here, and actually having a conversation that is based in facts. All right, and they're debating the topic. So I find this to be interesting. So we're just hanging out, listening. We'll go for about 10 more minutes, and then we're going to decide who we want to send the rating to.
Okay,
Thank you. I appreciate that, Erica.
Of course.
So Section 4 states the United States of America, the Russian Federation, and the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland reaffirm their commitment to seek immediate United Nations Security Council action to provide assistance to Ukraine as a non-nuclear weapon state party of the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons if Ukraine should become a victim of an act of aggression or an object of a threat of aggression in which nuclear weapons are used. So that's the section on where the U.S. should have gone before the UN to seek advisory on how to conduct for the Ukraine in an act of aggression.
But they could use the Presidential Drawdown Authority, also the PDA, to transfer the military equipment from the DoD stockpiles. And it also says that this authority allows for immediate provision of aid without needing to go through UN channels. So it's saying that they don't have to go through the UN, as Phil had mentioned, in order to actually assist the Ukraine.
And this was in a federal law that was passed, or what was
Let
this?
me see here. Let me sure to click on the source. Sean, there we go. This is from the U.S. Department of State. So the State Department.
And wait, was it like a memorandum or like, because what I'm assuming, I don't know what you're
That's
speaking
okay.
on.
I'll tell you. All right, this is U.S. Security Corporate. I can't talk. Sorry, having trouble reading. It's U.S. Security Cooperation with Ukraine. This is a fact sheet, Bureau of Political and Military Affairs, published March 12, 2025. And it's at the, if you go to state.gov and you just look at state.gov, you can search for U.S. Security Cooperation with Ukraine. And it is it's right before the heading where it says security assistance, is right before that heading. So, yeah.
Okay, and then what was because I'm on the page, what was the line that you read specifically?
It talks about the PDA. Per this line, it says, as PDA is an authority, not a funding source, once notified to Congress, there is no expiration date for the provision of defense articles and services up to the value that was notified. So it's there. And then also, I wanted to see exactly what did they have to read. See here.
Okay, but Russia's already violated like the Budapest Memorandum.
They have.
Through which?
Clause 2, the United States of America, the Russian Federation, and the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland reaffirm their obligation to refrain from the threat or use of force against the territorial integrity or political independence of Ukraine, and that none of their weapons will ever be used against Ukraine except in self-defense or otherwise in accordance with the Charter of the United Nations.
What was what happened when I think it was like in the 90s? This was before the annexation of Crimea in 14, but there was another violation that they had that Ukraine had botched, and I think was it Minsk 1?
It doesn't look like they have to go through the UN.
Yeah, it was Minsk 1. So they technically it had already been botched when they originally went through with Minsk 1.
I'm so confused. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second.
We're still talking about the fact that the U.S. has to go through the UN in order to provide aid, right?
Right, but we didn't violate it first. Russia violated it first.
They did.
Right, you're talking about in regards to the Budapest Memorandum of 1994, but Minsk 1 was set up in where was it? Minsk 1 was signed in 2014. So the Russians, let me show it.
Yeah, are you talking about Operation Atlantic Resolve? So OAR?
No, it was hold on, give me 1 second.
By the way, we did not violate clause 4. If you look at the last sentence, if Ukraine should become a victim or an act of aggression or an object of a threat of aggression in which nuclear weapons are used. As far as I know, nuclear weapons have not been used during this. Correct, right, Slayer?
Yeah, so Minsk 1 in
first,
what's up?
We did not violate clause 4 by not going through the UN.
How so?
Because it says that it has to be during an act of aggression or object of a threat of aggression in which nuclear weapons are used.
Right, and an act of aggression was taken on Ukraine. Isn't that your claim?
But it has to be with nuclear weapons. If you look in
No,
which
it doesn't
nuclear
have to
weapons.
be with.
It
No, it
does.
says
No, read it.
or.
I'm gonna read
No,
it.
it says an
No.
act of aggression or an
An
object
object of a threat of aggression. Nuclear
in which
weapons is
nuclears
going
are
to both
used.
clauses. They're not separate
It
clauses.
does.
No, because it was saying should be a victim of an act of aggression.
Or an object of a threat of aggression in which nuclear. I think this is up left to the interpretation of the reader. This is a little. Because you can argue both ways with that clause.
It does. It does leave a lot to be interpreted. But here's the thing. Here's the thing, Slayer. All right, we have the PDA though, the Presidential Drawdown Authority for Ukraine. So we didn't have to go through the UN in order to actually assist them. The president had authority to actually, go to the defense's stockpiles to provide aid to them, which was approved by Congress. So there's that. They didn't have to go through the UN.
So that's fine. I need to do more reading on the PDA. I have no problem conceding for the time being, but I don't know much about the PDA authority. I don't even know if this is legislation. I really don't know what this is, but I'm fine with conceding for now if it was done through an act of Congress in which they did that.
This is so annoying. Why is clause 4 so?
What's that, man?
I'm just annoyed with clause 4 because you can interpret it either way. You can interpret it that it doesn't have.
So Slayer, I'm sorry, Rhea. Sorry, love.
No, you're good.
Slayer, the Presidential Drawdown Authority was actually passed in 1961. It was established in 1961. And they have basically passed legislation almost during each congressional session to increase the amount. So there's that.
Okay, I'm reading on congress.gov now. Together with.
It's getting time. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, y'all.
Up to an aggregate value of $100 million, unless otherwise provided by Congress, requires the president to provide Congress with prior notification as well as reports on the assistance furnished. Yeah, okay, this is fine. I have to do a little bit more reading on it, but as I'm reading it now, this is okay. I still kind of have this if we have this Budapest, this is where I get confused because some people argue that we should follow the Budapest Memorandum. Others are arguing, okay, well, it's violated. This whole thing is null and void. It's not really a legally binding contract. What happened?
Wow, Nazir, thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. Nazir sent 100 and said, thank you for all that you do. I learned a lot from you. Keep it up. Oh my God, thank you so much, Nazir. I appreciate you. Thank you.
If you would have gone to
Drop
bed,
some
you wouldn't
hearts.
have gotten that.
Yeah, had
That
you
is
known
true.
on the bed?
That is true. Thank gosh I didn't go to sleep, right? Thank you, Nazir. Y'all drop some hearts.
What are you talking smack about now?
Drop some hearts in the chat for Nazir, guys. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you.
Chris,
oh my
stop
gosh, I might
shit.
not have to wait 3 weeks to get my monitor. Yay. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Oh,
Chris
Nazir,
is talking
thank you.
shit
I
in
love
the
you and thank you
comments.
so much for Chris is always talking poop. It's just what he does. Hey, Chris.
I was bullying him in Mermaid's Live, that's why.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
all right,
so
we'll
Slayer.
come back to this tomorrow. No, you're good because I want to do some more reading because
me
not
too.
I'm not making a claim yet, but the part where it says it has to have the president has up to $100 million unless otherwise provided by Congress. But then it says
That's what it started as. That it started as 100 million. Now the cap is 11 billion. So if he exceeds the cap, then that's when Congress has to step in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I gotta do some more reading on that. But I appreciate that. Thank you, Rhea. And I'll DM you my Discord name, Erica, so we can have that call. But yeah, I'm going to bed too.
All right. Thank you so much for stopping by, Slayer. Have a great night.
Nice meeting y'all. Adios.
Awesome. All right. And you can go ahead and drop Slayer. All right. And Rhea, any final words for the people?
I will just say that is the most respectful MAGA I've encountered with in so long.
Yeah, I never argue with Slayer.
I appreciate that so much. And I just,
Wait, I'm
I
not
just,
MAGA. Sorry, Rhea. I had to correct
Oh
that.
yeah, that's right. He's
I'm
not
not
MAGA.
MAGA.
He doesn't like Trump, actually.
I do like Trump, but I'm not
You
MAGA.
confuse me, boy.
I'm not MAGA. I'm just a
okay,
principled
but
conservative.
still, like, you are one of the most respectful people who are like, we have differing views that I've been able to talk to in so long. So I do appreciate that. And I just like to reiterate, like, guys, I don't know everything, nor do I claim to. I'm just trying to learn along still. I just turned 18, so my goal is just to learn and be able to better educate people. So I'd appreciate any support. If you enjoy what you heard, I'll start going live, I think, in like 2 weeks.
Oh, awesome.
But yeah, thank you, Erica, for letting me join up.
Of course, of course. Thank you so much for being here. And you too, Slayer. Y'all both have a great night.
Too, Erica. And $30 more so you get that monitor.
I guess. But I'm about to go to sleep. I don't be trying to overdo it. If people want to donate, they donate. If they don't, I totally understand. I mean, the tariffs are biting, Slayer. The tariffs are biting.
Bruh.
Okay?
Let's not get into this, guys.
Bruh.
The tariffs are biting. Okay, Slayer, go to sleep.
Good night, Erica.
Good night.
You messing now.
All right. If you're not following Rhea, go ahead and follow her. So when she starts going live, you guys can enjoy the content, which is going to be absolutely awesome. So definitely follow her. All right. Rhea, thank you so much for being here, love. I hope you have a great night.
Thank you for letting me come up.
Of course. Of course. Thank you. All right. Drop some hearts in the chat. Okay, guys. Y'all, loves, thank you so much. Let's play our song and let's get up out of here. Who's live? All right, I see Jess is live. I haven't done a Santana read in a while, but I think I should do a Jessica live because I haven't done a Jessica read. So let's do a Jessica read. All right, let's go say hi to Jessica Simone. Y'all know my girl. Let's go say hi to Jessica Simone. All right, I'm going to put her name right here, and I hope I type it right. Jessica Simone. All right, there we go. And save. Y'all see that there? Jessica Simone, y'all see that? If I have a mod here, can you put it in the comments and pin it for me, please? All right, let's see here. We're going to pin her name up here and get the people over to go see Jessica. All right, let's do a raid. Let's play our song while we get up out of here. All right, guys, thank you so very much for being here. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Like, really, everything that y'all do just brings so much joy to my heart. So I appreciate y'all so much. Again, if you are in love, I know you are missing the Discord, but don't you worry. The Discord is going to be back with us come this upcoming Friday. Let me go ahead.